Hey everyone, my name is Wesley and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Before we get started, I'd just like to say a massive thank you to everyone. We recently reached 100 subscribers, which was my first milestone, so thank you so much everyone, and I hope to keep putting out content that you guys enjoy. If you like this video, please be sure to comment, leave a like and subscribe. Now onto today's video. In today's video, I finally did it. I got my first title since switching over to PC and since picking up the game in September. Today I managed to complete the Undying title, with the last step I needed to complete being acquiring Randy's throwing knife. So I thought I'd play some Iron Banner background gameplay and give you guys a few tips on the steps I found to be the most difficult, in the hopes that it maybe helps you in the last couple of weeks before you can't get this title anymore. For those that weren't aware, I don't think you will be able to get this title after Season of the Undying ends. So if you're putting it off till the last minute, maybe now's a good time to finish off those last couple triumphs before it's too late. So to get the Season of the Undying title, you need to complete all the associated triumphs for Season of the Undying, as well as the collections badge. Most of the triumphs you'll pick up just by playing activities from Season of the Undying, like Vex Offensive, doing your weekly ordeal, Nightfall Strike, and doing activities on the moon. Now they recently changed the final boss on the Vex Offensive, which was previously a giant minotaur, but has now become the Undying Mind, allowing you to complete the final assault triumph. So if you've stopped playing Vex Offensive and you didn't think this triumph was completable, I just want to remind you that it actually is. If you're struggling to get certain triumphs, such as Perfect Assault, I'd recommend you get into a fire team of 6 where you can communicate and try and help each other not die. I did manage to do it without a fire team, so it is possible if you don't have any friends like me. One of the most painful, actually the most painful triumph to complete for me was the Offensive Expert, just because you need so many kills with a bunch of weapons that you normally wouldn't use in the Vex Offensive, such as fusion rifles and auto rifles and bows. This by far took me the longest out of any triumph to do. One thing that I found did help me, and it may not help you guys, but if you're struggling, try it out, was to equip 2 of the same weapons. So a hand cannon in your primary slot and a hand cannon in your secondary slot, or a submachine gun in both slots, and so on. I just found that when I was using the same type of weapon, I would get into a good rhythm and get more kills than if I was constantly switching between 2 different types of weapons. Also, I'd suggest trying to get your precision kills at the same time, just so that you don't have to later on do the offensive sharpshooter triumph. It should happen by itself, but if you weren't focused on it, then maybe it wouldn't have happened for you. Another tricky one is getting multi-kills with fusion rifles and auto rifles. Some of the best auto rifles to use are ones where it comes with rampage or multi-kill clip or a perk that buffs your damage, just so that you can mow down a bunch of goblins after you get some kills. For fusion rifles, I'd recommend something like Telesto, where you can fire some shots into a group of enemies and hopefully the explosions get you 1 or 2 extra kills. Or even a fusion rifle like Loaded Question, where the first shot causes enemies to explode. For the Vex Overlord kills, I'd suggest getting into a fire team of 3, just because the random people you run into on the moon may not be interested in trying to kill the Overlords after a public event. So if you have a team of 3, you can coordinate and should be able to take it down. If you're battling with Void or Arc melee kills or grenade kills, I'd suggest throwing on something that either gives you 2 grenades or a gun with Demolitionist on that helps you get your grenade back quickly. For the melee kills, also using something that can regen your melee ability quickly is a big help, as well as if you use a sword from that damage type without any ammo and you just use it to hit enemies, it does count towards melee ability kills. For the collection badge completion, if you are like me, who up until recently only had 1 character, mine being a hunter, I'd suggest starting a Titan and a Warlock. You don't need to level them up or anything crazy, but you will need to get their substitutional alloy armor, which if you've gotten your seasonal rank to over 100, you can just collect from the season rewards screen. There's 3 quest steps that you probably picked up at the start of the season, which when completed will reward you with an emblem from the Crucible, Gambit, and the Vanguard. The Crucible one I don't remember being difficult. I think I finished that off just by playing Iron Banner and a bit of competitive and things like that. Gambit did take a while just because I mostly don't play Gambit. The one that really killed me was the Vanguard one, just because you need ability kills and grenade kills from the different subclasses. So if you're struggling to do this, I'd suggest starting with Nightfall. That would be the old type Nightfall, not the Ordeal. You can start this by yourself and just backtrack and get into a lost sector and farm the kills that you need like that. Again, sword kills of that damage type count towards melee ability kills. Using something that gives you your grenade quicker, like demolitionist guns, will help you with grenade kills, and maxing out your intellect if you need super kills is also highly recommended. Now the 3 seasonal ritual weapons, Randy's throwing knife, exit strategy, and edgewise, can also be quite difficult to get. Not necessarily difficult, but lengthy in some cases. Exit strategy, I'd recommend using Recluse and Gambit if you've got it. It makes a huge difference. Using Sentry Armor, which you can pick up from the Reckoning, speeds up the blocker kills, as well as makes Gambit matches a bit more bearable when it comes to dealing with blockers. For Randy's throwing knife, in case you didn't know, using Jade Rabbit and Momentum Control is a one-shot to the head. That's how I got most of my Scout Rifle kills. When it comes to earning medals, which is the bottom task you need to complete, I'd recommend throwing on a fusion rifle like Erentil, just because you need to get multi-kills for a weapon type. So 2 fusion rifle kills in a single life is a lot easier than some of the other weapon multi-kill requirements. For edgewise, once again I recommend jumping into the Nightfall strikes, backtracking to a lost sector, and throwing on a solar machine gun that you can pick up from Menagerie, and throwing on a good solar subclass like Dawnblade or something along those lines. As far as the other seasonal weapons go, you can pick up Leviathan's Breath quest from the Gunsmith, and your Imperative, Subjunctive, and those other Vex themed weapons, you should pick up all of them just from playing Vex Offensive. I hope this video helps you out. I know I am a bit behind the times, but if it does, please be sure to leave a like, comment if it helped you, or if you'd like some tips on something else, and most importantly, please subscribe. It really helps the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Goodbye.